The pain had started long before tip-off. Not the sharp kind that takes your breath away, but the deep, grinding kind that feels like a warning, like a small voice inside your body saying, "If you push me tonight, I might not come back with you tomorrow." But Kobe ignored it the way he always did. He had built his entire career on ignoring what other men listened to. Fatigue, fear, doubt, and now pain. The trainers had watched him walk in that afternoon and exchanged glances, the subtle kind reserved for moments when the truth is obvious, but no one wants to be the first to speak it. His gait was off. His right foot dragged half an inch. His shoulders were tense. His jaw was locked, so tight a vein pulsed near his temple. But Kobe waved them all off with a simple look. A look that said, "Don't start with me today." No one insisted after that. Not when it came to him. Not tonight. The arena hadn't filled yet, but the lights were already bright, casting thin reflections across the polished floor. Kobe sat at the edge of the bench, untying his shoes with slow, controlled movements, the kind that hid how much effort they required. The rookie assigned to help him during warm-ups approached carefully, holding a rack of balls. "Want me to start rebounding?" he asked. Kobe nodded, but didn't speak. He was somewhere else, somewhere in that quiet, private place he went before games, where he stripped everything away except the next possession, the next move, the next chance to prove something. The rookie watched him closely, almost studying him. That's when he saw it. The slight tremor in Kobe's right hand. It was so small most people would have missed it. But the kid noticed. "You good?" he asked softly, afraid even the question might offend him. Kobe picked up the ball and stood. The movement was fluid, but too deliberate. "Good enough," he said. Then he walked onto the court. Well, not walked. More like glided. He always glided. But tonight, even that glide had a tiny hitch, a microscopic pause that didn't belong there. He took his first shot. A simple mid-range. It swished, of course. The next one did too. And the next. But after every landing, the rookie saw that same tremor, the same tightening of Kobe's jaw. Something was wrong. Something big. But no one else dared say it. When the rest of the players filtered out for warm-ups, the energy shifted instantly. Kobe had that effect. When he stepped onto the floor, even the air felt different. Teammates drifted toward him, giving him nods, slapping his shoulder, pretending not to see what they all secretly noticed. The limp, the stiffness, the way he favored his left side. The opposing team noticed too, especially their star, Marcus Hale. 26, explosive, egotistical, hungry for a signature moment. The media had already spent the entire week framing the game as Hale's passing of the torch opportunity. Hale loved it. Kobe didn't acknowledge it. Not once. But he saw everything, heard everything. Hale jogged past during warm-ups, eyes locked on Kobe with a grin that hovered somewhere between confidence and mockery. "I thought they said you were questionable tonight," Hale said, loud enough for cameras to catch it. Kobe bounced the ball once, twice. "I am," he replied calmly. "Questionable for you." Hale scoffed, but Kobe was done giving the moment oxygen. He wasn't here for Hale. He wasn't here for the headlines. He wasn't even here for the playoff race. Tonight was personal. Far too personal. When warm-ups ended, Kobe sat on the bench and relaced his shoes so tight the rookie could hear the leather string. Then he taped the outside of his ankle himself. Low, tight, reinforced. A method he only used when something inside felt unstable. Coach approached with a clipboard in hand, face tight, eyes narrowed in concern rather than strategy. "Kobe," he said quietly, "we need to talk." Kobe didn't look up. "Talk later." "No. Now." Kobe sighed and tied the final knot. Coach stepped in front of him, blocking the view of the court. A bold move. One only a handful of people in the world would dare. "Are you injured?" Coach asked, voice controlled. "Or just sore?" Kobe finally looked at him. "Coach, don't do that." Coach snapped. "Don't give me the stare. I've been watching you move for 20 minutes. Something's wrong." Kobe exhaled through his nose, annoyed. "You worry too much. And you worry too little." Coach shot back. "You think playing through pain is noble. But there's smart pain and there's stupid pain." Kobe stood slowly, the stiff motion confirming exactly what Coach feared. "Pain is pain," Kobe said. "My job is to play through it." "Your job," Coach replied, lowering his voice even further, "is to still have a career tomorrow." Kobe scanned the arena. The lights, the fans pouring in, the cameras, the hardwood that had become as familiar to him as his own home. Then he looked back at Coach, expression unreadable. "This might be my last game with someone watching," he said. Coach frowned. "What does that mean?" But Kobe didn't explain. Instead, he walked past him toward the scorer's table. Each step was a negotiation with his ankle, which tightened more every minute. The rookie hurried behind him, whispering urgently, "Kobe, you don't have to do this. If you're hurt, everyone's hurt," Kobe said. "But not everyone has a reason to keep going." The kid swallowed hard. He didn't understand. Not yet. But the truth would reveal itself soon enough. The arena roared as the lights dimmed for introductions. Kobe didn't stretch, didn't pace, didn't adjust his jersey. He just stood there, breathing slowly, absorbing the weight of the moment. Hale jogged by again, grin wider this time. "Hope you survived the first quarter," he said. Kobe didn't blink. "Hope you survived me," he replied. The ball went up. Tip-off. The game began. And immediately, the truth hit Kobe like a hammer. His ankle wasn't just bad. It was failing. The first time he planted on it to change direction, the joint buckled so hard, he felt the bones grind. But he kept going. He had to. Because sitting down tonight wasn't an option. The first 3 possessions were agony disguised as basketball. Kobe's steps were shorter, his movement tighter. He played defense like a man balancing on a razor's edge. Hale saw it. Everyone saw it. And they all assumed the same thing. Kobe was being stubborn, prideful, reckless. But none of them knew why he was truly out there. Not yet. With 9 minutes left in the quarter, Kobe drove to the basket. Hale slid under him, hoping for a charge. Kobe landed hard. Too hard. The pain ripped through him so violently, he nearly blacked out. The crowd gasped. The rookie stood up instinctively. Coach reached for the timeout signal. But Kobe didn't fall. He didn't bend. He didn't even touch the ankle. He just stood there, breathing through clenched teeth, eyes fixed somewhere far beyond the arena. Hale smirked. "Thought so," he muttered. Kobe looked at him with absolute calm. "I'm still here." Hale shrugged. "For now." And he was right. Kobe knew it. His ankle wouldn't last. His body wouldn't last. But there was something he needed to do before it gave out. Something he needed someone to see. Something he needed to prove one last time. Not to the world. Not to the fans. Not to his teammates. To one person. One person only. And they were sitting in the stands tonight, for the first time in years. He found them the moment he glanced toward section 112. 3rd row. Same seat as always. The seat where they used to sit when he was 17, when he was just a skinny kid trying to become someone worth watching. Their posture hadn't changed. Upright. Hands folded. Eyes sharp, observant, measuring every detail. Even from the court, Kobe could feel the weight of that gaze. And suddenly the pain didn't matter. Not compared to this. He straightened his shoulders. The arena noise faded. The players. Blurred. All he cared about was that familiar silhouette watching him with the same demanding calm as 2 decades earlier. His father, Joe Jellybean Bryant. Here. Tonight. After years of estrangement. The cameras didn't catch Kobe's small exhale, but the rookie saw it. Something in Kobe shifted. Not physically, but internally, like a man setting down a burden he'd carried alone for far too long. The game resumed. Hale took possession, sensing blood in the water. He dribbled with swagger, pounding the ball as if daring Kobe to stop him. Kobe tightened his stance, despite the stabbing pain. Hale drove left. Kobe shadowed him. Hale spun. Kobe slid perfectly into position. The ankle nearly gave out, but Kobe stayed upright through sheer will. Hale went up for the shot, confident, cocky. Kobe blocked it clean. The arena exploded. Hale stared at him, wide-eyed. "How? You're not ready," Kobe said. "Offense now." Kobe brought the ball up slowly, methodically, every step agony. His teammates waved for him to pass. He didn't. He couldn't. This possession wasn't about strategy. It was about something much deeper. He dribbled right. Crossed left. Hale stayed with him, trying to force him onto the injured ankle. Kobe hesitated, just a fraction of a second, and Hale lunged. Wrong move. Kobe spun the opposite direction, dragging his damaged ankle through a movement no doctor would approve of. The crowd rose, sensing the moment. Kobe elevated for a mid-range jumper. Pure muscle memory took over. He released the ball at the top of his form, hand hanging in the air just long enough to remind everyone who he was. Swish. The arena erupted. Kobe didn't smile, didn't pump a fist. He just looked back at section 112. His father wasn't cheering. He wasn't clapping. He simply nodded once, slowly. Approval. The kind Kobe had spent his whole life chasing. But that tiny nod cost him more control than any injury ever had. He turned away quickly, hiding the way his breath trembled. The rookie on the bench whispered, "He's playing for someone tonight." And he was right. The truth behind Kobe's pain wasn't physical. Not entirely. It was emotional scar tissue. Years of silence, distance, unresolved conversations, and the longing for one word from a man who rarely gave them. Proud. The next few minutes were a blur of brilliance and suffering. Kobe hit another jumper. Then another. He missed one, badly, and grimaced when his foot touched down. Hale attacked mercilessly now, sensing desperation. He scored twice in a row. Then he chirped, "You should have stayed home tonight, old man." Kobe didn't respond. He just ran back down the court, limping slightly, but with eyes burning like coals. Coach signaled for a substitution. Kobe shook his head violently. Coach tried again. Kobe glared. Coach dropped his hand. The crowd didn't understand why Kobe refused to sit. The commentators didn't understand why he was risking serious injury. The opposing team thought it was ego. His teammates thought it was stubbornness. Only one person knew the truth, and even he wasn't fully sure. With 4 minutes left in the quarter, Kobe drove again. Hale undercut him just enough to throw him off balance. Kobe landed wrong. Very wrong. A shockwave of pain tore up his leg, and he collapsed to one knee. The arena gasped. Coach stood instantly. The bench rushed forward. The rookie covered his mouth in horror. But Kobe didn't move. He stayed there, one knee down, head bowed, fist on the floor. It looked like defeat. It wasn't. It was control. He was breathing through the pain, commanding his body not to betray him. Finally, he pushed himself up. Slowly. Deliberately. Hale shook his head. "You're done," he said. Kobe looked at him like the comment was beneath acknowledgement. Then, out of nowhere, Kobe said quietly, "You ever play for something that mattered?" Hale scoffed, confused. "What?" Kobe stepped closer. "I'm not out here for you," he said. "I'm out here for a man who taught me this game. A man who pushed me. A man I didn't think would ever watch me play again." Hale frowned. Kobe's voice dropped lower. "So if you think pain is going to stop me tonight," he leaned close enough for Hale alone to hear, "you have no idea who I am." Then he walked away, leaving Hale frozen. The ball checked in. Kobe took the inbound. The pain was unbearable now, white-hot, radiating up his leg, but he forced himself forward. 2 dribbles. A spin. A fadeaway. Classic. Perfect. Agonizing. Net. The crowd erupted again, loud enough to shake the rafters. People were chanting his name now, sensing something historic unfolding. "Kobe! Kobe! Kobe!" He didn't acknowledge them. His eyes were back on section 112 again. His father was leaning forward now, elbows on knees, watching with an intensity that bordered on emotion. But there was more behind that look: regret, pride, uncertainty, something unspoken between men who rarely needed words. Kobe jogged, limped, back on defense. Hale shoved him on purpose this time. Kobe barely reacted. He stripped Hale clean on the next possession, took the ball coast to coast, and finished with a left-handed layup off the glass. The ankle screamed so violently he nearly stumbled. But he didn't. He refused. Because somewhere deep in his chest, something old and wounded was finally softening. Something that had kept him awake at night. Something that had made every accolade feel incomplete. Approval. Recognition. Reconciliation wrapped in a simple nod from a man who rarely gave them. And tonight, Kobe needed one more. One more moment. Not for the cameras, not for the fans, but for that man in section 112. The quarter wound down. The clock ticked. Kobe could feel his body reaching its limit. His vision blurred once. Twice. His ankle throbbed with every heartbeat. During a timeout, he didn't sit. The rookie approached him with trembling hands, holding a towel. "Why are you doing this?" he whispered. Kobe stared at the floor for a long moment before answering. "Some games," he said quietly, "aren't about basketball." The rookie frowned. "Then what are they about?" Kobe looked toward section 112. Truth. The buzzer sounded. The players returned to the floor. Kobe took his position at the top of the key. The crowd sensed the weight of the moment. Even Hale seemed unsure whether to challenge him or respect the gravity of what was unfolding. Kobe dribbled once. Twice. Then he made the move everyone knew, but no one could stop. Right shoulder fake. Spin left. Elevate. Fade. Release. Pain shot through him so violently, he almost lost consciousness midair. But the form remained perfect. The ball floated. The whistle of its arc filled the silence. Then, swish. And Kobe collapsed. He hit the floor hard, clutching the ankle at last, something he had refused to do the entire night. The crowd erupted in panic. Teammates rushed toward him. The rookie was the first to reach him, sliding to his knees beside Kobe with tears already forming in his eyes. Kobe, Kobe, talk to me. But Kobe didn't answer right away. His eyes were open, fixed on the rafters, chest heaving, jaw clenched as waves of pain pulsed through him. For the first time all night, he couldn't hide it anymore. The referee signaled for the medical staff. Coach sprinted onto the court. Cameras hovered, capturing every second. And still, Kobe didn't look at any of them. He looked only at section 112. His father was standing now, hands on the railing, eyes wide, face pale. Something in him had cracked. And that was enough for Kobe. He closed his eyes and let the trainers touch his ankle. "Don't take me out," he whispered. Coach heard it. "Kobe, you can't walk." Kobe's voice was barely audible. "I don't need to walk. You can't play. I'm finishing." The trainers exchanged helpless looks. Coach tried to reason with him. "If you go back in, you could tear everything. You might not recover." Kobe didn't react. He just repeated, "I'm finishing." The rookie grabbed his arm. "Why? Why does it matter so much?" Kobe looked at him, really looked at him, with an expression the rookie would remember for the rest of his life. "Because he's watching," Kobe whispered. The rookie followed his gaze and finally understood. "Your dad." Kobe nodded once. The rookie's throat tightened. Coach knelt beside him. "Kobe, this isn't smart. Let us help you off the court." Kobe opened his eyes fully then, and something ancient, exhausted, and fiercely alive stared back. "Help me up," he said. Coach hesitated. "Kobe, help me up." There was no arguing with that tone. Two teammates grabbed his arms and pulled him to his feet. The arena exploded with a roar so loud it felt physical. Kobe stood hunched, balancing on one leg, sweat dripping down his face as he steadied himself. The ref approached. "Bryant, you can't stay in." Kobe cut him off. "Shoot the free throws." The ref blinked. "Kobe, you can't put weight on it." "I don't need to," he said. "Just toss me the ball." The arena fell silent. Everyone knew the rule. If he didn't shoot the free throws, he couldn't return to the game. And Kobe knew it too. The ball bounced into his hands. His fingers curled around the leather like it was an old friend. He hopped to the line on one leg. Literally one leg. The rookie covered his mouth in disbelief. Even Hale stepped back, stunned. Kobe dribbled once, awkwardly, because he couldn't shift his weight. He inhaled, shoulders rising slowly. Then he shot. Swish. The arena erupted like a bomb had gone off. Kobe didn't celebrate. He asked for the second ball. He shot again. Swish. Somewhere in section 112, his father's eyes glistened. Teammates caught Kobe before he fell. They guided him toward the bench as the entire arena chanted his name. "Kobe, Kobe, Kobe." He walked, if it could be called walking, on one foot, refusing the stretcher the staff had rushed out. Every hop made him wince, but he held his head high. And as he limped past his father's section, he didn't look up, but his dad did. For the first time in years, Joe Bryant's expression wasn't stern. It wasn't critical. It wasn't distant. It was soft, proud, emotional. He pressed one hand to his chest. A gesture, a simple one. But for Kobe, it was everything. Back on the bench, trainers tried again to convince him to sit out the second half. Kobe didn't respond to their arguments. He just stared at his ankle as if he could command it to heal through willpower alone. The rookie sat beside him. "Kobe." Silence. Is this really about your dad?" Kobe didn't answer at first. Then, quietly, "It's about the last thing he ever said to me before we stopped talking." The rookie swallowed hard. "What did he say?" Kobe's jaw tightened. "He said I didn't know how to fight through adversity. That I only knew how to win when things were easy." The rookie looked at him with disbelief. "He said that? To you?" Kobe's voice hardened. "So tonight, he's going to see who I am." Coach overheard that. He sighed and sat beside them. "Kobe, proving something to your father isn't worth your career." Kobe looked at him calmly. "I'm not proving something to him." A beat. A slow, painful breath. "I'm proving something to myself." Halftime passed in a blur of tape, ice, painkillers, and whispered arguments with the medical team. They told him he couldn't play. He told them he would. They told him the risk was enormous. He told them the risk was irrelevant. They told him he wouldn't make it through 5 minutes. He told them he didn't need 5. He needed 2. And when the buzzer sounded for the second half, the entire arena watched to see what would happen. The Lakers walked out. The opponents walked out. The coaches walked out. Then, a collective gasp. Kobe walked out too, limping, barely able to put his toes on the ground, but walking. The rookie looked at him like he was witnessing something sacred. Coach shook his head in disbelief. Hale muttered under his breath, "This guy's insane." Kobe ignored them all. He checked in at the scorer's table. The ref stared at him. "Bryant, if you collapse, I'm stopping the game." Kobe leaned in slightly. "Then don't let me collapse." The horn sounded. Kobe stepped onto the court. The arena rose to its feet. Cameras zoomed in. Commentators fell silent. And Kobe lowered into a defensive stance. The ankle screamed. His body trembled. But he stayed there. Hill got the inbound. He dribbled slowly, almost cautiously. Kobe gestured at him. "Come on." Hale shook his head. "I'm not attacking you like this." "Then you don't belong here," Kobe snapped. Pride stabbed Hale's ego like a knife. He drove forward. Kobe slid, just 1 inch, but enough. Hale rose for a jumper. Kobe rose with him. Pain exploded like lightning through his leg, but he still elevated, still reached, still blocked the shot. The arena detonated. The ball rolled to the rookie. Kobe shouted, "Push it." The kid sprinted down the court. Kobe followed at half speed, every hop torture. The rookie hesitated at the rim. Kobe pointed. "Go." The rookie scored. Kobe smiled through gritted teeth. Then he turned toward section 112. His father was standing again, hands on the railing, eyes wet, and he mouthed something Kobe had waited half his life to hear. "That's my son." Kobe's face didn't change, but something inside him did, something old and wounded unclenched. The next possession broke him. Literally. Hale drove again. Kobe planted. The ankle snapped. A sickening pop echoed through his leg. Kobe dropped instantly. Not like before. This time, he couldn't get up. The arena went silent. Truly silent. Teammates rushed to him. The rookie was shouting for help. Coach tore across the court. Kobe gripped the floor, breathing in ragged gasps. "No," he whispered. "Not yet." Coach knelt beside him. "Kobe, it's over. It's over." Kobe's eyes filled, not with pain, but with frustration. "I needed one more play." The rookie grabbed his hand. "You gave us everything." Kobe looked toward section 112 one last time. His father had both hands on his head, shaking, devastated. Their eyes met. Joe Bryant mouthed, "I'm proud of you." Kobe's eyes finally softened. He let his head fall back. And only then, only after hearing the words he'd chased through championships, MVPs, and impossible nights, did he let them carry him off the court. Later, in the locker room, as doctors examined the damage, the rookie sat beside him in tears. "Why did you do all that?" he whispered. Kobe's answer was barely audible. "Because pain fades." A pause. But truth doesn't. And for the first time all night, Kobe closed his eyes, not in agony, but in peace.